So welcome in, fam. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going live today talking about our week 2 preseason risers for the rookies only at the running back position only. So also had some big news break with JT earlier, right? Going to be able to seek a trade. So we'll see how that shakes out. Miami has always been a destination for some running backs. So that might shake up some things there. I'm kind of hoping he goes to the Vikings, guys. We're Vikings fans here, so I'm hoping he goes to the Vikings. But we'll see how it shakes out. Miami is already one of the rumors. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be talking, like I said, our rookie running back risers from week 2 of preseason. So starting off with some honorable mentions, guys. I have two names. We have Roschon Johnson and Sean Tucker. Now, Sean Tucker is still battling it out, guys. He's got a big uphill battle to climb, but he's been doing good, doing good in camp. And he just continues to make plays. Roschon, the same thing. They're trying to work their way up the depth charts. Sean Tucker, bigger uphill battle because he was undrafted, but he had some medical issues, and I believe he is for sure talented. And I think I like what I'm seeing on the field, guys. I think he's making a case for sure to beat out Keyshawn Vaughn. Then from there, he's got Chase Edmonds next. So hopefully he can move up. Hopefully with this performance, he can move up to the RB3 position on that depth chart. And we got a couple of plays too. We got some plays to show you. Got a couple of highlights from each of these players that I'm going to be talking about. And Roschon in that same manner, guys, he keeps making plays too every week. And he's making plays in the passing game and the run game, same as Sean Tucker. He had some receptions this week as well as some good rushes. So let's pull up the clips. Going to show you some Sean Tucker to start. Somebody that is moving up the rankings for me, guys, and making a case to get some run in that backfield, get some opportunity in that backfield. Whoop, stop sharing it. My bad, guys. So this is our first time pretty much going live, so bear with us. Let me pull it up one more time. Let's try this again. So again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me play the clips. But definitely making plays, man. He's making some plays. I'm liking what I'm seeing there from Mr. Sean Tucker. Let's make it full screen. There we go. We're running back again. So this is a good little play in the passing game. So nice little play there from Sean Tucker. Let me bring you guys up. We'll get one more play that he had on his rushing. We'll get you one more play on the ground for Sean Tucker. But like I said, continues to just make plays, guys. Let's see if we can find it here. Still stalling. Here we go. Where's the pass? Let's get him on the ground, guys. But yeah, Roschon continues, guys, to impress as well. If you guys want to check out, we do have some of these plays also on our Twitter. It's DynastyFam_pod if you want to check those out. So here is the play for the other play we had. Good little run on the ground. All right, here we go, guys. Got it pulled up. So this is a nice little run he's got, man. Bounces it outside, right? Goes inside, bounces it outside, gets some extra yardage there. So definitely like what I'm seeing from Sean Tucker, guys. Got a little bit of that burst back, running with a little bit more confidence. So far, guys, if you don't know, right now he fell in the draft due to medical issues, but definitely has speed, burst, and power and shiftiness, guys. I think he brings a different element, right, to that Tampa Bay backfield that they don't really have necessarily, right? So he was 4th in rushing yards as a sophomore, 2nd in yards after contact, behind only Kenneth Walker III. He was also 8th in receptions, guys. So I think he does have some receiving upside as well here. And like I said, thinks he brings something different to that backfield. If you check out our YouTube shorts, we have a YouTube short where we did a little scouting breakdown on Mr. Sean Tucker. So be sure to check that out. So I think right now, guys, he seems to be moving up. I don't think it's close between him and Vaughn. If you watch some of the plays that Vaughn had this week, I mean, he's running into guys. It didn't look good. Vaughn just doesn't have the same juice that he has, right? And Vaughn's already going into like year 3 or so. So I think Sean Tucker already pretty much has jumped Keyshawn Vaughn in his performances, and now he just got pretty much Chase Edmonds to go there. So I think that RB2 role, he could close in on it. We'll see. There's a lot. That RB2 role too in Tampa Bay is good, man. There was a ton of carries right between Fournette last year. Also targets. Him and Rachaad White were both like top 10 in targets last year. That's Leonard Fournette and Rachaad White. So I think there's definitely that RB2 role in Tampa Bay is definitely something to be coveted and something to keep an eye on heading in to our fantasy football drafts and also our fantasy football season. So right now, coming in at the RB3, those are our honorable mentions. I guess before we could talk about a couple fallers also. I didn't talk about our fallers. So let's bring out our fallers, guys. We have just 2 guys, Zach Evans and Devon Achane. Achane, really, guys, it's not really his performance. He's been doing good, but both of these guys seem to be kind of buried behind the depth chart at the RB4 or 5 spot. And really, Achane has made some plays in the passing game and on the ground, so I like what I'm seeing. But really, Zach Evans, guys, has not done much of anything. He was like a 3rd-round pick in our rookie drafts, right? A lot of people were getting him like in round 3. A lot of people like Zach Evans, guys. I definitely like Zach Evans. I liked what I saw from him. So I was hoping that he would do good in this backfield, maybe move up to that RB2 behind Cam Akers, like be a high-end handcuff or just a handcuff that maybe can mix in and get a couple carries. But it's not looking good for him right now. He's behind Kyron Williams, even Ronnie Rivers, right? And Royce Freeman. All these guys are getting snaps ahead of him. He gets no snaps with the first string. So Zach Evans is looking like a possible cut candidate right now. So I'm a little worried about Zach Evans. If some people still believe, I might be shipping him off. I might be abandoning ship on Zach Evans already. So now coming in at the next running back we have as a faller, guys, was Devon Achane. And like I said, not for the on-the-field performance. He's doing good. I think he's got a lot of speed, a lot of burst, obviously, and he looks great in the passing game there. But the only thing is, guys, is like I said, the depth chart, and as well as now he has another setback where he suffered an injury, a shoulder injury. I haven't heard the update yet, but he had to leave the game. I think he might have came back for a little bit, but he's still going to be, they're saying, out. I'm not sure how many weeks, but if he's missing these weeks heading into the season and then he's already behind on the depth chart, I think it definitely is going to hurt him coming in. He's the practice time and that experience, right, in camp is just, it's very valuable for the rookies. They got to be learning the offense, right, gaining some trust with the coaching staff and some of the players. So I'm a little bit worried, or I should say concerned, right, but I think that he is going to be dropping for us right now because I think it's going to take a little bit longer. We were hoping maybe in those first few weeks, maybe week 4 or 5, we could see, something out of Achane, but now it looks like it might be set back a little bit more. So we'll see. Keep an eye on the stock for Achane, but I think right now he has to be one of my fallers. So now going into our RB3, this is our first riser that we have. We're going to talk about 3 running backs, guys. 3 rookie running backs. Coming in at number 3 for us is going to be Kendre Miller. So Kendre Miller, guys, right now is the clear RB3 in New Orleans. He played 25 of 32 snaps, and this is all from PFF, guys, these stats with the starters today. And he showed, guys, even some wide receiver ability, right? He had a couple receptions, and he had a big 27-yard catch. If you didn't see it, I'll play it in a second. He had a big leaping catch from Jameis. It was a very nice catch, stretched out, makes the catch. Then he had a 7-yard touchdown right after. A good little run up the gut. He did start out slow, guys. Only had a few yards out of like maybe 4 or 5 carries. I think he only had like 10 yards or so. So he did have a little bit of a slow start. But right now, guys, with the rookies, you just want them to get on the field, right? And if he's out there and if he's making plays, right, like he was not known for his pass catching ability. He only had like maybe 15, 16 catches his senior or his junior year, right? So he's not really known for his pass catching ability. But, I mean, he did it this game. So, maybe he's got it in him, right? He definitely looks pretty good. I'll show you that route he ran in a second down the sideline. But if he's making some catches, we know he can run the ball, right? We know he can run the ball. He's a good runner. And then if he's making catches on top of that, right? He ran 13 routes out of those 27, out of the 32 snaps or the 25 snaps that he had. So he didn't come off the so he's playing right on some passing downs, which is good. And then obviously, guys, I had kind of worried about Kendre Miller because the big thing with him is I wanted him to come in. I was thinking, okay, during that Alvin Kamara suspension, Kendre Miller is going to come in. He's going to get some playing time right away. But with that injury, right, he hurt that same knee. And we were thinking he's going to be out to miss the beginning of the season, which is vital for him. He has to be healthy to begin the season because that's really when he's going to get his opportunity to show what he could do, right? So we have that Kamara suspension coming up. And right now he's healthy. So with that, he's going to be able to get some time to show what he could do. So let me pull up that clip for you guys. Like I said, it was a pretty good clip from Kendre Miller. And it's looking like he's going to be healthy to start the season. And he'll be able to show what he could do, right? Get some opportunity early on. All right, so let's pull it back. And like I said, it was a 27-yard catch. I actually have the touchdown run also too. It was actually, so I can play both of those right now. Let me share that screen, pull it up for you. All right, here we go, guys. So that was that down sideline. Good little stretch right there to make the grab, spread out. So definitely good, man. Good to see from Kendre Miller. Then this was that 7-yard touchdown right after that. He punches in. It looks good. He bursts through there quick, man. So definitely like that from Kendre Miller. Looking like he's going to get, like I said, looking like he's going to get some opportunity early on with that Alvin Kamara suspension. And now we're going to move into our RB2 guys. And that is going to be RB2 riser, rookie riser is going to be Tyjae Spears. So Tyjae Spears continues to make plays as well, man. He looks good. So this game also plays 14 to 16 snaps with the starters. And he's having a good camp. He just makes plays, play after play, right, in the receiving game and the run game. Right now, this past game, guys, he was 7 for 57 yards, 8.1 yards per carry. So right now, Derrick Henry had 350 carries last season. And I think that Tyjae Spears can come in there and kind of help out Henry in that offense, right? I don't know. They haven't had anybody really that has the ability that Tyjae Spears has. So I think right now in that backfield, Tyjae Spears could maybe come in and help with some of that workload, right? I don't know. The Tennessee Titans, right? Good run-heavy offense. But right now, Tyjae Spears is making a case to come in and to share a little bit, right? I think just get a couple carries, couple touches a game, couple of routes, right? I think if he can do that for the Tennessee Titans, I think if he could have a small role, right, that would be great for Tyjae Spears. But he's definitely making a case, right, to, like I said, alleviate some of that workload from Derrick Henry. And then at worst, guys, if we're wrong, at worst, you have still a high-end handcuff in a very run-heavy offense. So I think Tyjae Spears is definitely someone that is rising for me right now. So here's that clip right here. There's actually a couple of angles on here, but man, that little juke and jump right there definitely looks good. Makes a good play. Solid run. 33-yard touchdown. So Tyjae Spears making a case, guys, to come in and get a little bit of workload for that Tennessee Titans. He is my RB2 riser right now. And I'll move into my RB1, but I want to see this last angle because I think this is the best one. Look at that. Against my Minnesota Vikings. So RB2 riser is going to be Tyjae Spears. Now we'll go into our number one riser, guys, and it's going to be Mr. Tank Bigsby. So if you've been paying attention all preseason, all camp, Tank Bigsby has been getting a lot of buzz, guys. And it's understandably so. He's been making plays, the same thing, passing game, run game, pretty much can do it all. 13 carries this game. They gave him 13 carries, right? Goes for 71 yards. So obviously ETN was out. So Tank is a clear RB2, guys, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He went 27 to 33 snaps with the starters. He ran 10 routes. So he's being used in the passing game as well. And today, guys, or it's actually yesterday, Doug Peterson came out and said that it's likely that his role is going to expand in that Jacksonville offense. So definitely something to keep an eye on. But Tank Bigsby right now is looking like a steal, right, in your fantasy drafts. And I think that he's going to, I mean, obviously ETN is the one there, right? There's no question there. But I'm just curious how much of this workload is he going to eat into? And he's good in the passing game. Tank is really good in the passing game. So that's a little worrisome. I think, if he's stealing some of the passing game work and if he's stealing some goal line work, it's definitely a little bit concerning for ETN. So we'll see how it plays out, guys. But right now, Tank Bigsby is definitely going to have a role in that Jacksonville offense, and we'll see how big or small it is. But from the sound of it, guys, it doesn't sound like it's going to be too small, right? He's talking. Peterson's talking about that role expanding for him, right, as the season progresses and as he continues to progress. So definitely something to keep an eye out, guys. But Tank Bigsby going to be one of our risers. We got a clip here for you. One of his runs right here, bouncing outside, getting some extra yardage right there, dragging the defender. So definitely solid outing for Tank Bigsby yet again. So that's already 2 games. We'll see if he even plays. I don't even know if he'll play in that third game. Pretty much solidified himself as the RB2 in that backfield. So thank you guys for tuning in. That is all that I have for you. If you enjoyed the show and you like Dynasty Football, talking rookies, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and support the fam. Thank you.